Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Friday, November 14, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. As usual, we're going to start with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see the futures are trading higher this morning by about 2 points to 2036 per contract. So decent little uptick in the futures. They were basically at the flat line earlier, and they have popped here. We did have some economic data just released. It looks like a few minutes ago we had, I believe it was import prices. We also had U.S. retail sales, which were up 0.3% in October. I don't know if we can make much out of all of that stuff, but either way, futures are higher. Today is a Friday. Rarely does the market decline on a Friday. Normally it is a flat to slightly positive trading day by the close. So let's see how this market plays out today. Let's see what it does. Next week we will be coming into the always important, very turbulent November options expiration for the month. So again, next week should be a pretty choppy week for most stocks and equities, but right now it is a Friday. We'll see if the market finishes with its usual flat to slightly positive close. All right, let's get into some stocks in the news. We're going to start off with Applied Materials. I believe that they reported earnings. Stock is trading at $22.50. It closed at $22.80. I don't see a lot of upside here for Applied Materials. If you own it, I really wouldn't do much here. Be very, very careful with it. I don't see a lot of upside at the moment, so be a little bit careful. We'll watch this intraday. We'll see if there's something out there that really is sparking our interest, if we get any intraday patterns. But this is something that could be in play today. It could be moving around. Next one I want to talk about here is Nordstrom, my wife's favorite store. The stock is up today, basically on the back that she shops there. But nonetheless, stock right now is trading at $75.10. I see a lot of resistance up here, so I would expect the stock to pull back off these levels. Again, it is in an uptrend. It did trade above 76 briefly, but I really see very, very little upside in the cards here for Nordstrom. Either way, the company did guide lower for the full end of the year. So that's not a good thing, even though they did beat expectations. Who cares about the news, though? We only care about the reaction. And right now, the stock's getting a little bit of a pullback, but it is still higher than yesterday's close. But again, I don't see much more upside. We will look at this intraday. There could be some plays once the market opens. I want to talk about Petrobras and the EWZ. PBR is the ticker symbol. Stock is trading at $9.55. It closed at $10.20 yesterday. So be careful. These Brazilian names are lower, but we'll look for signs of a bottom. Right now, I don't see it. If you take a look at the EWZ, which is the iShares Brazilian ETF, what you'll see here is this trading at 38.42. Closed at 39.65 yesterday, so this is making new lows. So everything in Brazil is trading lower, although it is off the worst levels of the session, or of the morning, I should say. But be careful here. We'll look for bottoms, but right now I don't see it in any of these Brazilian names. PBR being the biggest company in Brazil, definitely under some pressure. Let's take a look at Baker Hughes. News came out yesterday afternoon that they were in merger talks with Halliburton. Halliburton supposedly will be the acquiring company. Stock is trading at $62 a share. Watch the 65 level. 64.90, 65. There's a ton of resistance there. It almost got up there this morning. And then you're going to watch the 68, 60 level. This could be a good scalping stock today, believe it or not. So keep it on the radar. Both levels I mentioned are pretty good resistance points. As you take a look at Halliburton, Halliburton, ticker symbol HAL. The stock closed at 53.79 yesterday. It is trading at 55.07 now. This stock probably has, well, we're going to look at it a little bit later, but we'll find some levels here. I'm thinking 61.25 to 61.5 should be a ton of resistance if Halliburton does trade higher on the news. I don't even know if it will get up there. Again, Halliburton, as of yesterday's reports, was the acquiring company. The acquiring company will usually drop because they're going to be spending money to pick up a new business, but we'll see how this all plays out. Again, these are two plays that will be in motion once the market opens up today. Let's take a look at Hertz Rent-A-Car. HTZ is the ticker symbol. Stock is trading at $21.75. It closed at $22.73. Now, there is a lot of news out on Hertz. You could read all about it. It looks like they're going to be doing a ton of things. They're going to restate their earnings. They're also going to delay a spinoff. You could read all about it. We could care less. We only care about the motion in the stock. Right now, I'm thinking if Hertz can trade down a little bit more, there will be some levels out here where the stock could be played. So I'm going to try to have levels ready for the intraday stock chat. We'll see if this one can come down a little bit further. I do see some good bounce levels for the equity if it does happen. So this one will be in play today. I want to talk about Harley-Davidson, ticker symbol HOG. Right now the stock is trading at $69. It was upgraded by Goldman Sachs. So be very, very careful. Anytime these guys upgrade a stock, it usually means it could be close to topping out. There's also an options expiration next week too. So remember, all these firms are positioning themselves to play a lot of games. The institutions are always one step ahead of the public money, so be aware of that. Right now, if I could give you a level on Harley-Davidson where the stock should stall out, it would probably be around $70.32. Right now it's trading basically at $69. So there's very little upside left in the name, maybe another $1.30 or so. Then the stock should stall out. Keep that level on the radar, $70.32. That's what I've calculated this morning as a big resistance level. So watch that name. And again, you're getting a lot of upgrades and downgrades today. Other stocks that are being upgraded and downgraded by various firms. Lululemon, I believe, is being downgraded today. Nike was downgraded today by Stern Agee. You also have Abercrombie and Fitch being downgraded today, I believe, by Credit Suisse. You have Concord downgrading TJ Maxx and Ross Stores. So a lot of these retailers are getting hit today. They should get hit at least on these big downgrades. A lot of stocks being downgraded today, and that is typical right before options expiration. All right, let's take a look at a biotech here. Geron is the ticker symbol. Stock is trading at $3.19. I've already received emails. Nick, how high can this stock go? It looks like the company did sign a deal, I believe, with Johnson & Johnson on one of its cancer compounds. So that's good news for the stock. I calculated a level. It can go as high as $3.89. I'm not sure it will get up there, but if it does, that's where you look for your resistance. Just make it $3.90. That's where you should look for resistance on GERN. But they did sign a pretty big deal for $935 million deal with Johnson & Johnson licensing deal. So again, we'll give it the upside bias. If it can rally, make new highs, get above that 340 level, give it the upside to 390. That's where the stock should stall out. Okay, that's the big resistance level that I have. I think I covered everything as far as stocks go. Let's go to the gold market. Gold is trading down $12.60. Gold futures right now are at $1,148 an ounce. Let's go to the GLD. GLD is trading at 110.42. It is trading lower. I think GLD is still in a vulnerable position, but as I've said before, I am looking for a bottom in gold very, very soon. I've worked out time dates. I've also worked out price dates. If you want that in the next couple of weeks, get over here, take a 7-day free trial to the Research Center, and I will put those out very soon. Looking at the oil market, oil is trading up 37 cents today. It did trade down as low as $74.07 yesterday. Right now, spot crude is at $74.58. Let's take a look at the USO, which is a good way to trade light sweet crude. You're going to see this is trading at $28.31, just 3 cents higher than where it closed yesterday. Oil is oversold here. A lot of support for spot crude at 74. Therefore, I think the USO will find a lot of support in the near term. Let's see how it plays out, but 74 is a decent level for crude, so I don't really expect a lot of downside in oil today. So let's see how this one plays out going forward. But as I said, I think we've hit a pretty good support level in spot crude. Therefore, the USO should hold up at least temporarily. All right, look at the futures right now. They are trading up $1.50. Right now, they're at $20.35 per contract. We'll see how this market plays out. It is a Friday. Volume is expected to be on the lighter side, especially after 12 o'clock this afternoon. So once again, just be prepared for that. But next week is options expiration, and we should get some choppiness and some volatility, at least in a lot of the leading equities. So again, it should make for a decent trading week, and we'll see how that plays out. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.